dad, his aunties, and we just staying focused. Niggas ain't heard from me in a minute, so this is just the introduction to what I've been doing and how shit been.
That's a hell of an introduction. So that's how we coming. So, the people want to know what type of song that was, man, because that shit was hitting right there.
That was a song that's old that pretty much I'm gonna bring back. I'm gonna redo it probably to another beat or keep that. But nowadays we want to make money off, and that's the pet jump. We ain't gonna really get too far unless we just use it as a promotion song. But I'm tired of that. I want to get something that we can, actually make some money from. We did that shit probably like 2015, 16. We can bring that bitch back today. Recycle that.
Yeah, man. I see you a good performer and shit too. I mean, you drop that shit. The people feeling the vibes. Your energy is great. I mean, how long you been doing this shit?
I've been doing this since I was, for real, I've been rapping since I was like 6. According to my brother Daddy Pasky, he from the West End, he used to rap with a clique in the 80s called Rawest. And but by them being from Richmond, if you weren't from New York back then, you really couldn't get on. So their dreams was kind of broken. But that's how I learned how to rap. I've been rapping since I was like 5. But I've been taking it seriously since Henderson, since I was 13.
Okay, you with a label or you independent? How you rock?
Independent. I got Me Entertainment. That's on Minster Incorporated. Minster mean my style. Mean, M-E-I-N mean Mac in German. And style in German is STS. So I put them bitches together. And that's the clothing line too, Minster Apparel. But that's the name of the EP. Just bring everybody to my style.
Okay. So where can we find some of that good music that you dropping?
To be honest, man, I got some stuff on Facebook under P.Chasa Misty. Y'all gotta bear with me because, when I got some, when I was caught in the crossfire, I had lost my memory. I just lost everything. I had to start over. I had to start fresh. So, it's P.Chasa Misty on Facebook, and Instagram is P.Chasa 104.
How you start rapping, bro? How you get into rapping? For real, it's my pops. You know what I'm saying? He ain't my biological pops. A lot of people don't know that, but it's just like that's the way he carried it. Both sides. A lot of people don't know my biological pops from Howland Park. So I know that whole area, and I know the West. I know it even, and I ain't never try to, I always was about bridging gaps if I could, just for the record, y'all. But my pops, I still call my brother Dad. My pops was growing up. They old school. When my mama had to drop Tez off and he had to come to Howland Park, Tez can come too. They all knew him as, you get what I'm saying? And if I go to the West End or Maplewood Avenue, that's my grandma. So that's the one thing that a lot of these new dads need to get on. And the new grandmas and stuff, they keep it one-sided. But back then, the dads was, both sides was helping. And that's a fact.
So it's safe to say that your pops was a big influence in you.
Yeah. Pops helped me. Pops Pasky from the West End. I know y'all know him. I've been rapping since the 80s, and pretty much he said, to him, well, I know it's true, but I've been rapping since I was like 4.
Yeah.
Just by watching Pasky, y'all.
That's a fact. So let's fast forward a little bit, man, to your rap career. So what was your first video?
Hoes and I Just Won. That was when I was going under the name P.Chasa Chavo. You know what I'm saying? Then I had changed it again to P.Chasa Mafia. And I just had some legal disputes, so now I just went back to P.Chasa, and I already got it licensed, and I put the P back in there because I used to be P.Chasa. But I love the Chasa for the new fans I developed, deep, in Texas and stuff, but Sauce put me on. He gave me a platform, and I did what I was supposed to do with it. I ain't phony.
Right.
And I wasn't trying to be like them. As y'all see, that those is different styles is what they'll normally do. Niggas is hoes is up their alley.
I can just beat, niggas is hoes. I can just see, niggas is hoes. Ooh, nigga, you hot, don't get exposed. Wiping the smack right off his nose. Fresh as a bitch, wipe off my clothes.
But as far as I Just Won, I brought them to, the Malware.
My mansion got more cars than Boosie, but I fuck with Boosie, he's a legend to me. I just want the fattest thriller, dead cheese. When it's in my hand, keep my mind at ease. Fully loaded now, so I'm gon' squeeze. Once we get the paper, baby girl, we gotta leave. I just want the fattest thriller, dead cheese. When it's in my hand, keep my mind at ease. Fully loaded now, so I'm gon' squeeze. Once we get the paper, baby girl, we gotta leave. I'm Jungle Boy still running in the ass.
Or the MCs G's out of them, and they did a good job. You know, free Sancho. You know,
Right.
keep running.
Did you ever get a chance when you was with, cause you was with TSL for a while, a little minute or what?
I ain't gonna say we just was like we was in a partnership. You know, it was supposed to blossom. Their whole thing was Sauce a real dude, but he the type he ain't gonna sugarcoat it with you. You gotta be there. And see, I was going back and forth from Alabama to Houston. You know, but I won't live in it. And by the time I was gonna make that transaction, that's when I had got shot the fat times, and that just that messed everything up for me. So I'm starting fresh, pretty much.
Do you ever get a chance to kick it with the guy who got on the live over there? What's Say So P?
Yeah, I've been around, bro, y'all. I was around Say So P. The vibes I got, cool. They knew who I was. Put it like this, they knew it was like niggas like, man, how I was being around me. I knew that I was competition. Let's put it like that. You know what I'm saying? But won't nobody doing the most. You feel me? Like I was doloing that bitch. I had my pistol, but I was outnumbered y'all in Houston. Imagine that, just in the South Side. With these, I don't know none of them. But it's still blood love. But at the same time, we still ain't grow with each other. You understand? But you just gotta just stick it out. There was times I felt uncomfortable on some shit like you might go to down there, they kind of looking crazy like who the fuck is this nigga? And then you like, I ain't tapping them nobody then. But you can't be like that. You gotta keep on doing it and be the bigger person and just show them niggas you ain't going nowhere. But Sauce fuck with me. So, once the boss, you in with the boss, it really don't really matter, but you would like for niggas to, respect. The respect was there, but I can't expect them to just, stop. I was competition. It's a label.
Yeah, competition.
And I came out of nowhere, y'all, nigga from Richmond, Virginia. They like, who the fuck is, the fuck?
Yeah.
But it did what it did, so I can't help it.
Yeah, because you all the way down there at the bottom of the map. Mm-hmm. And let's be honest, TSF got a lot of artists, And competition is great, so that atmosphere, I know you soaked up a lot of game too, I know you, and vice versa,
I myself, I ain't wasting no time down there.
Okay. Yeah, so how you coming in? It's like you got, a team with you, or you dolo, how you moving? You got some things.
I'm dolo, but you see what we doing there is wasted up. We all grew up together. This Northside, so it's like everything happened for a reason. You understand? Before I left, bro was doing my photo shoots and but now, like I said, my nigga Nis on the song with me, Flick gonna be, it just was meant for me to come back to Richmond and pretty much like recreate myself from here. And it is what it is, and that's just how it's going down. This how it was supposed to be.
100. Man, anything else you got for the folks you want to tell the people what's coming, what's your links you can hit you at, where to find you at,
Well, I got Stuck Mode gonna be one of the first singles. That's about Lean. Pretty much I'm gonna shoot that video in Houston. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to get Sauce on it. Cause one of the last things bro told me, like out of nowhere, I'm in the Sauce factory chilling, y'all, dolo. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ski, I don't know these niggas, but I'm just being myself, And that nigga came out of nowhere. He like, Chase. I'm like, huh? I look up. He like, man, we doing the song together. And I'm like, it don't fuck me up, y'all. He came out the cut. And it looks Sauce. I remember that shit, nigga. You said, I know you remember too. So I want you on Stuck Mode, bro. The song about sipping lean. I'm gonna shoot the video in Houston. And the second single gonna be on Backwood. And that's gonna have me and Nis on that bitch, What's up, my nigga Flake? Me and Flake on the jump, This Northside. This way it was meant for me to recreate myself back home. Because this is why I found myself again. When I thought it was over, I was back home, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So this P.Chasa shit, Stuck Mode in the Backwood, all this shit was recreated here after I went through a tragedy and the Most High got me back on my feet. So now it's time to get back to the bread and really do it for real. Everything I paid for, all the stuff, it's everything coming from me, so it feel good. And I want to share that. That's why bro gonna be on. This my real shit. We gonna make money from this.
Right.
That's what we can.
So, One more question. Did you have any creative control in the hit fact or the sauce factory? I should say. Was you like totally in control of what you creating, or did?
We didn't ever get to that process. A contract won't, I never was on the contract. It's also real neat, you feel me? Certain people, it was just different for us. Pretty much I was just proving myself and just building that buzz. I was supposed to be honest, y'all. I was supposed to move. I was supposed to be in Houston. I was supposed to be living in Houston, recreating their buzz, going off with them. Bro gave me the platform, so it's all on me. I'm still in back and forth in Alabama. My son was in Alabama at the time. I had an old lady in Alabama. You get what I'm saying? So, shit happened, y'all. That's how that went. But bro and them ain't never kicked me out of nothing. I pretty much, had to leave. Shit happened. When I left, then that's what happened.
100.
Yeah, bro, real dude. That's all they need. Shout out to the 102 Power Rules in South Park. You know what I'm saying? And all the fellas I met, the good players down there I met in Houston. Good brothers, man. They stand on respect down there. And they don't, Houston only be tripping, where you from. They fuck with VA, you feel me? As long as you ain't there doing the most. And you know what I'm saying? And you just keeping it player, you gonna be good. And a real bitch gonna put you on something. As you see you're a real man, it's different down here, y'all. And I took advantage of it. I mixed in what I learned in Richmond, with their shit, but I was trying to be like them. I was still using my lingo and everything. Like I said, I brought them to my world, period. And that's the truth.
So y'all heard that from the man himself. Long as you keep it P, everything else is free. You already know.
Yeah, man.
Hey, but look, one more time, let them know who the hell you are and what the hell you finna do.
Check this out, this P.Chasa. Right now, we're in the north side of town, and this is just how we put it down. Affiliated with West off. That's just how it is, bro. We've been doing this since we was like 13. All of us, and it's just that time for us to just kick the door in and do what we want to do. It's the good time for just music. For real, for real. You just want to do some music, this the perfect time for it. Kendrick kicked the door down, so now niggas like us just gonna, let y'all know how Rich Town getting down. 804. And nothing against the 757, but it's like they got everybody. Like they got Timberland, like fuck that. We got talent here too, man. So it's P.Chasa and Missed It, that's the name of the new EP. Missed It, that mean my style, in German. I'm on some other shit. And the CD gonna be my style, cause it's coming from me. Stay tuned, baby.